Hey guys, what's up? It's Nikki. Okay, so I'm going to start with primer and foundation, but before I do that, this is the best hydrator that I have ever used. So I'm not sure if you guys are aware or not, because I didn't know this until like maybe a year ago. The difference between a hydrator and a moisturizer, and it's super important. So a moisturizer locks in moisture, okay? So if you have really dry skin and you put a moisturizer on, it's locking in the moisture that isn't there. If you have really dry skin, you need a hydrator, right? A hydrator hydrates your skin, and then the moisturizer will lock it in, okay? So when I learned that, I was like, okay, I need a good hydrator. And one of my doctors that I go to gave me this. It is called HA5, and I think it's by Skin Medicar. HA5 is actually, hyaluronic acid, okay? This is the stuff, if you ever see people get like, people get like filler put in their lips to like plump their lips or their cheeks or basically anywhere in their face where they've lost fat. This is what they put in. So it actually gets absorbed into the body. So people who have it injected, it stays for like 6 months, and then the body actually breaks it down and absorbs it. Well, you can get HA5 to just put on your skin. So it's a super, super awesome hydrator. So here's all the tips and tricks I learned about this. So this little tube will run you like 20 bucks on Amazon, and you can get like bigger versions of it. She gave it to me as a sample. I will absolutely buy this because it was awesome. So first thing, whenever you're using a product like this, she taught me this, I love this trick. Don't put it on your finger. Put it on the back of your hand, okay? So I start putting it on the back of my hand, and where I use this, for sure, I don't mean to be flipping you all the bird, is right underneath of my eyes, right? So everyone who's talking about having wrinkles under their eyes, you know how you can look really cracked under here? I'll put it here, and I'll actually take it up here, right? Because this is where your crow's feet come in. And you want to put the hydrator in there, right? Because when it hydrates it, it plumps that skin up, right? So I will go on both sides, all the way under the eye and up on the side where the crow's feet come in. Now if I'm having like, my eyes are like really dried out, which happens sometimes, I'll take it over top, right, of my eyelid and up here. The next place that I take it is right down these lines, and I'll rub it in there. And same thing, guys, like your skin's just gonna absorb it, so it'll reduce that appearance of that line, right? So I'll go straight down the line. So if you have lines anywhere else, like if you have them on your forehead, you can put it there, basically anywhere that you want to hydrate and plump your skin up. And then I'll even take it and I'll put it over top of my lips, because it is an excellent hydrator, right? And last, so you know how like the backs, like, or the tops of your hands can start to look like aged, right? Well, since you put the hydrator first on the back of your hand, it's already starting to absorb it, but the last step I'll do is this. So I'll just rub the tops of my hands together, so I'm actually putting the product into my hands. So that is my first step, and it has reduced, I mean, that's my under eye. It's natural. I don't have anything on my face right now. Just from using this. So HA5, you can get it on Amazon. 20 bucks for this little tube. And this little tube, guys, has lasted like 2 months. And I use it twice a day. I use it in the morning, when I get up, after I wash my face, and nighttime, and after I shower. So anytime my pores are open, right, I want to get the hydrator in there. So that is my step one. Then I move on to primer, ride or die, Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. So this stuff is amazing. That's how I put it on. Oh, it smells like roses. I love it. Okay, now you have to put enough on so that your face is like wet, okay? And you'll be able to feel it. It's awesome. So this is also a hydrator, so this is great. This is everything going into your skin, hydrating it so it looks fresh and plump and full. And it also creates a protective layer over your skin. So when you start to apply makeup on it, there is a barrier, right, between your skin and the makeup. Super smart. So I think the second ingredient in here is, let me see if I can find it. I can't, it's probably in the bottle. So it's probably the same as everything else. Glycerin, which if you do not want to buy this, I think it's like 20 bucks. You can use, this is crazy, Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm is the same thing. It's like the cheapest primer you can buy. First ingredient after watering that is glycerin, and glycerin makes stuff stick to it. So see how that works? So you're creating that protective barrier between your face and the makeup, and the barrier itself has glycerin in it, so it's going to make your makeup stick to it. So that Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. And put it on and let it dry. Boop, 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 boop. Let it dry, okay? Now, this isn't optional. This depends on your face. So if you're a person who has really deep pores and you can see your pores, highly recommend this. So this is by Benefit. It's called the POREfessional. I think it's $31 for this tube, but my God, it's amazing. So if I was going to do this, I don't do this all the time. I do this like if I'm going to have photographs taken, or I'm just going to be like in really close contact with someone, and I want to disguise any of my pores, I will put it on. So I normally just go into this area and this one, just where it's more prominent, and then the top of my nose. So I'll just show you guys what it looks like. You don't really need a lot. I put about that much. And you can just rub it in. And what it does, guys, is it fills in your pores, so it leaves your skin like being like a flat surface. It's really incredible, right? So I'll just kind of take it in that triangle right here on both sides, right? I want to look even because this has a little bit of a tint, and I'm not putting a lot on my finger, right? See there, you can kind of see it going. Same thing, right, up and down. And then the last place I will put it is on the top of my nose, because I feel like I have pores there that you can see. And like you see, you can see a difference. It's crazy. Already, this stuff is amazing. So if you have really big pores, you gotta get hooked up with some of this stuff. It's amazing. So that is the POREfessional by Benefit. So that'll cover up your pores. Then I'm gonna give you another option for primer. So if I'm going out, or if it's like date night, whenever I want to really do my makeup, this is the primer I will put on, and it is called Becca's Backlight Primer. God, this stuff is amazing. I might put it on just so you guys can see it. I don't really do this every day. Okay, just one squeeze, right? Oh my God, it's incredible. And I will just stuff is incredible. You'll see what it does. You'll really see it because the light's right there. It makes you glow like none other. And it puts basically this opalescence look behind your skin. And it's also serving as a primer, right? So it's another like layer of protection between your face and your makeup. And like, look at that. You can already see the glow. This stuff is amazing. Wow. Okay. So that will go on, but that's totally optional. You don't have to get that if you want to get super glowy. So this is like photo shoots. This is Becca's Shimmering Skin Protector. It's not just the skin protector. And it's in pearl. I'm just going to show you what it looks like. It is like beautiful opal pearl. And you can take this, you can mix it in with, oh God, it's so beautiful. You can mix it in with the other primer, the other Becca primer. See, like you can see that, it's crazy. Or you can mix it in with your foundation. Either way, it's going to work. It's incredible. Woof! This is like when you want a glow that can be seen from space. You'll put that stuff on. It's incredible. A little bit goes a long way too, but optional. Okay. Now I'm going to move on to, now that I'm all nice and glowy, I'm going to move on to foundation. So I have 3 options here for you guys. All 3 I use, but I wanted to give you drugstore ones and a high-end one. I told you I had to do different price points. Okay, so this is my drugstore. This is Maybelline Fit Me, and I use the color, what is it, 112 Natural Ivory, because I'm super white. I have spray tan on down here right now, but this is like my go-to whenever I am in natural skin. It's really great. It's a matte foundation, so you don't have any shine to it. So if you're a person who is oily skin, want to be shiny, this is a good go-to. And it's drugstore. I think it's like $12, $13 or something. Really good. My high-end one, ride or die, is Tarte's Amazonian Clay. Oh my God, this stuff is amazing, guys. So I use it in, what is the color? Fair Beige. I think it's like the lightest color that you can get. Can't use it right now because I have spray tan on, it won't match. But this is it. It is a full coverage foundation, which means it's going to cover everything. It's going to cover any like hyperpigmentation or like red spots. It honestly conceals everything, and I love it. It's like, I think it's like $40, but it is worth every single penny. So if you have that and you want to make that investment, Tarte's Amazonian Clay full coverage foundation. I've worn this for years, and I don't think there's any foundation out there that's better. I'll find some that are like okay and I'll use them, but there is just nothing that matches this one. Okay, so what I'm using right now is L'Oreal True Match, and it's because I have my spray tan on, so I need to have different colors, right? So I have a darker one on right now. L'Oreal True Match is drugstore. It's $12. It is wonderful. It is more of a medium coverage foundation, but you can layer it and it does not look cakey. It stays on all day. It's really good, so I absolutely recommend it. So this is how I put it on, and I could actually probably stand to have a shade darker, but okay. So I just grab it with my finger. I know, very scientific, right? And I will put this on. And I'm not worried about how pretty it is right now, because I am going to blend it in. Right now I just want to get the product on, and quickly, because I don't want it to start to dry, because then you get spots. I'm also not really worried about under my eyes, because I'm going to hit that with a concealer / highlighter. I'll show you about that in a minute. Okay, Beauty Blender. This is a legit beauty blender, right? These are like $20. You need one. It is often imitated and never duplicated. I'm sure you can find one out there for like $2 or $3. It will not work the same. I know, I've tried. Make the investment. This blends flawlessly into your skin. I use it damp. Definitely do that. So I'll just run it under water and then squeeze it, almost like you're trying to get a rag wet. Literally under and squeeze it, and then wring it out. and that is how you use it. And it's cool because whenever you use it damp, what happens is instead of the product absorbing into the blender or into your brush or whatever else it is, it's staying, like the water kind of creates that barrier, so it's staying more on top of the blender and it's working it into your skin. So like there's times when you don't have to drop a ton of cash, and then there's times when you should invest in things, and a legit beauty blender is one of them. You can get the L'Oreal True Match or Maybelline Fit Me instead of the Tarte Amazonian clay and save $30 and then spend $20 on a legit beauty blender and you're still $10 ahead. So you just want to make sure that you take it up around like your hairline, and I even take it a little under. And I'm going to address like my neck more with bronzer and my contour kit. But you'll just blend it in until your face is complete. So there we go. So that is it for, wow, did a number in my hair too. So that's it for primer and foundation. I'll cover concealer and a different one for you guys. And that's it. You just push it in. And you can see what L'Oreal True Match does. It's really good. And that's just medium coverage, so that's basic day-to-day coverage. If I was going out to an event or something, that's when I would wear Tarte because I know it's going to stay. And it's full coverage, so it's going to hide everything, like the veins under your eyes and all of that good stuff. Alright, so that's it. That's step one. Easy breezy, right? Okay, browser next.